Hi, my name is Robb, and this is going to be your trainer tip for the day. Okay, so my topic for today for the trainer tip is to be working on legs, getting back to basics. One of the basic things you can do is a squat, and there's a how to and how not to. I'm choosing to use a dumbbell for goblet squats. Okay, you pick a weight that you're able to work with comfortably. I'm going to choose 50 pounds here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get underneath it like so to hold it. That way, the tighter I hold it up against my chest, the easier it is for my arms to hold it. Feet can be about, shoulder width apart. When you squat down, you want to notice that your knees aren't tracking outside or inside your ankles. Squat to the depth that you feel comfortable with. If you feel trouble getting down to a certain depth, use a bench to be able to push the hips back to hinge and find where your mark of reference is. We're trying to train the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings, but also train the core. That's why goblet squat is good, because you're having to keep your upright position. My next part of getting back to basics is how to do a lunge. There are loads of lunge variations, okay? So we're just gonna focus on what you should be trying to do. All right, your idea is to get 90 degrees on the front leg, 90 degrees on the back leg, okay? Right here. Your knee doesn't always have to touch, and depending on your knee issues, you can either go partial range of motion or full range of motion. Okay, my next part of the leg basics is going to be abduction. So abduct, take away from, I'm going to stand and move my leg towards the outside, okay? The reason I like to do it here on the free motion hamstring is you do activate the core, and that you're actually having to work harder against the weight. Take this cradle here, place it on the foot, upright posture, try not to bend with the exercise. Try to keep rigid. Don't let the leg cross the center line, and sweep out only far enough that you can feel it working. I don't have to really force my leg out. Okay, once you get done with one side, say 15 repetitions on one side, we turn around and we do the other. The last basic I want to cover is a deadlift and how to do it properly. Okay, one of the things that most people start off trying to do is they try to start off with too wide of a stance. We actually want to be narrow so that we can keep most of the weight on the center of the foot. When you start approaching the bar, you want to make sure the bar is actually close to your shins, so you're picking it straight up off the ground. As far as your knee depth when you bend, it's only to the depth at which you can push your chest out and keep your back straight. Pick up using a mixed grip so the bar doesn't slip, and come back down, okay? The other thing too is it helps to really breathe into the ribs before you begin to lift, and breathe out on the exertion, so when you stand up. So inhale in, breathe out, and then you always finish with the shoulders back at the top. I hope you enjoyed these tips today. If you have any questions, you can always find me here at Milestone. Feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions.